All right, let's talk about something that's, well, it's super common, but we almost never talk about it. I'm talking about that weird, uncomfortable feeling you get when you're trying to do absolutely nothing.
So, does this sound familiar? You finally get a chance to just sit down, to relax. But instead of feeling calm, you feel antsy, agitated, maybe even guilty. Like there's this little voice in your head screaming that you should be doing something, anything else.
I mean, picture it. You're on the couch, not moving a muscle. On the outside, you have hit the brakes. You are totally, completely still.
But what's happening on the inside? Oh, that's a whole different story. It's just chaos, right? Your to-do list is flying by, you're replaying some dumb thing you said yesterday, or maybe there's just this low-grade hum of dread. So yeah, your body might be still, but your mind is running a full-on marathon.
Okay, so what is going on here? This is what we're going to call the paradox of rest. And it really is a paradox, isn't it? Why would our brains fight so hard against the very thing we need to recharge? Why does being calm sometimes feel, well, kind of unsafe?
Well, it all comes down to how your brain learns. See, if you grow up in a pretty predictable, safe place, your brain learns a really simple lesson. Calm means you're safe. It's a signal to just let your guard down. But what if your environment was unpredictable? Then your brain learns a totally different lesson. It learns that calm isn't safety. Nope. Calm is that scary quiet right before something bad happens.
And look, this isn't just some vague feeling or a pet theory. There is a real scientific reason for this. It all boils down to your brain's amazing, but sometimes tricky, survival mode.
So here's the term for it: chronic stress adaptation. And the key word there is adaptation. This is something your nervous system learned to do. It's basically a state where your brain decides, hey, based on past events, we need to stay on high alert all the time, even when things are totally peaceful.
So how does this actually happen? Well, it's a pretty logical step-by-step process. First, you're in an environment that's just unpredictable. Your brain, being smart, learns a lesson from that. Okay, calm is not a safe feeling. So to keep you safe, your nervous system just decides to stay on high alert as its default setting. And the result of all that? When you finally try to rest, it just feels wrong. It feels unproductive or, honestly, even a little dangerous.
You know, a great way to think about it is like a smoke detector. It's there for a really good reason, right? To keep you safe. But what's happened is that the sensitivity has been cranked way up, so now it's just beeping all the time, even when there isn't any smoke. It's still doing its job, trying to protect you. It's just doing it a little too well. Okay, so this is where things get really interesting, because we can completely reframe this. What if that feeling, that anxiety about resting, what if it's not a flaw? What if it's not a bug in your programming, but actually a feature that was designed specifically for your survival? I really want you to hear this. That struggle to do nothing, that constant feeling of being on alert, it is not a flaw in your character. It's not a weakness. It's an echo of your strength. It's literally the leftover proof that your brain did what it had to do to get you through something tough. So let's just boil this all down. What are the big takeaways here? Number one, this uneasy rest thing, it's real. It's a science-backed, physical thing that happens. Two, it comes from a time when you needed to be on high alert. Three, this is not your brain being broken. It's your brain's super effective survival kit still doing its job. And maybe the most important point of all, just understanding why this happens, that's the absolute first step towards making a change. And that really leaves us with one last, pretty powerful thought. Think about it. Your brain is an incredible learning machine. It learned, very successfully, how to be vigilant to protect you. So the real question isn't if your brain can learn something new. The question is, what are you going to teach it next?